What's up, you guys? It's time for another video. And this one I'm going to specifically talk about a particular stand your ground issue that I still keep hearing on the news. I think they sentenced the guy or whatever too. About handicap spots. And I don't know, any of you guys that know me and subscribe to me on here or whatever, you might agree with me on this one. Certain neighborhoods, you're better off not even getting into something like this. For one thing, this was a woman parked in a handicap zone, and whatever attitude she had about it, and the boyfriend husband jumped in because he was being aggressive and passionate, telling her you don't need to be in a handicap zone. You don't even have the sticker on your windshield or whatever, and all that. And I guess evidently, the husband or boyfriend jumps in, so it's getting aggressive, and he pushes the guy. So after he gets up, he shoots the guy dead, and like they showed the camera footage and everything. For one thing, I want to tell you how I wouldn't do this shit, because how the hell it would turn out. For one thing, the guy didn't have to shoot the guy. The guy really, say, even if this person was just parking in a handicap zone and not giving a shit, pretend that scenario. Some neighborhoods, if it's like somebody that knows you and catches you, if it were me, I was dumb enough to park in there. Somebody comes up to me and says it, I'd be embarrassed or whatever. But I wouldn't park in a handicap zone anyway. But here's the reason why I wouldn't go up to somebody. Say I see somebody parked in a handicap zone, or if any of these guys know somebody have a family member that's handicapped. It depends, sometimes you may even have to watch it. Instead of confronting them or whatever, you can actually say something under your breath, or say, especially if you live in cities, you don't know the person, okay? You might be better off just quietly calling the cops, because that's why I wouldn't park a car in a handicap zone. I would particularly think somebody would just call the cops on me and get me fined. But the reason why, hey, some of you guys watching this, maybe you don't want to, you could, if you're kind of taking a chance. If you're in some strange place where you don't know, and you tell somebody, you go right up to them, you don't know, it might be turn around opposite from this incident that I'm talking about on news. Somebody might be parking in a handicap zone on purpose, waiting for somebody to do something, doing all kind of ignorant, and park in a handicap zone. He might go somewhere else or they might go, I wouldn't go up to somebody I see him parking in a zone, because I'm thinking that, if you live in a city, what if they're doing that on purpose? And it can be some person waiting that they're going to, they want to be confronted, so they want to go off on somebody, and then they pull a gun, and I could do whatever I want, So you don't know. So this guy, even though he was the one that shot the gun, how did he know that, they wouldn't have said I could do whatever? But anyway, he goes in aggressively, and shoots the guy, which I don't agree with. I don't think that was right too. He got pushed, and then he would have been safe for prosecution. He presumed he had the stand your ground rights, right? And showed in the camera. If he would have just pulled the gun after he got up and said, "Get back, you get back," all there would have been was an issue that they could have accused him of wrongfully pulling the gun, and he might not have been going to jail, but he killed the guy. I don't know if you guys saw that on the news where, they saw it on the camera. They shot and killed. But anyway, any of you guys watching this, if you see something like that, somebody parking in a handicap zone, you're better off quietly calling the cops. Or if you want to wait till you're going to drive away on a car, yell something and run, or yell something while you're in a car and hurry up and drive away. Hey, asshole, you're parking in a handicap zone. I should call the cops. You're an idiot. And then drive away. Well, in some cities, if you say that, yell at them and run, you don't know what kind of neighborhood any of you guys live in, that they might shoot a gun at you. You don't know. That's what I'm saying. You don't know what that person's going to do as it is. But to come up and confront somebody, you know what I mean, which that guy did, how did he know? Or I wouldn't. It's not my business. I'm not going to go right up to somebody because I have no idea, you know. But but that's what I would do. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go and do shit like that because. So that guy would have been better off if he just quietly called the cops and to get them fined. You know what I mean? Like I said, I wouldn't park in a handicap zone like that. You know what I mean? Either, but and plus it doesn't look good. Like that, it was a woman, right? And he goes up and he's aggressively talking, right? And then a guy comes up, you know, too. It doesn't look right. It's better to leave that shit alone. Either quietly call the cops if that floats your boat, or it floats your boat, like I said, go in a car when you're about to drive away. Hey, asshole. It's safer, you know, because you don't know what the hell anybody's going to do. But in this case, this guy shot somebody dead, and he had no business really going and confronting. I mean, like I said, even if somebody parks in a parking space that's a handicap space, they're being an asshole on purpose. You're better off staying the hell away from that shit. That's not your problem, and it's better to call the cops because that's the cops' job to be the bad guy, you know, and they get fined, you know, and that's that, you know.